This is my video about my experiences of going through a spiritual awakening, part 2. I don't know how many parts there are going to be to this, but there are probably going to be some more videos about this after this. Anyways, so where did we leave off here? So I eventually got to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and by the time I got paid finally, I bought a plane ride from Fort Wayne, Indiana to Missoula, Montana. And I tried hitchhiking from Missoula, Montana, closer to the Rainbow Gathering, and wasn't having any luck catching any rides. So I just simply called 911 to try to check into a psych ward, and then after that, paid for a Greyhound bus ticket to get closer to the Rainbow Gathering because I still had a little bit of money left over, even after buying that plane ticket. And so they didn't let me check into that psych ward. So they released me, and then I bought a Greyhound bus ticket to get from Missoula, that college town, and I got all the way to Butte. And people at that Missoula hospital said that Rainbow Gathering came to a close, and people were already leaving that Rainbow Gathering. And even when I got to Butte and stayed at that homeless shelter there, the staff member there said, at the time, that staff member said that the Rainbow Gathering's over. And he was actually joking about this to somebody else. Yeah, we got somebody trying to go to the Rainbow Gathering when it's actually over with. This makes me think of that scene in that movie Titanic, where that one worker tries to get Rose to go a certain direction, and Rose says, no, you're going the wrong way. And she just socks him right in the face. You know what I'm saying? And so anyways, I go from Butte and start hitchhiking to, I hear the Rainbow Gatherings in Jackson, Montana. And so I hitchhike from Butte and catch some rides all the way to Jackson, and caught rides all the way here and there, caught rides all the way to the Rainbow Gathering. And there were still people there, even though I was a day or two late, past the 4th of July. And as soon as I show up, I say to somebody, I don't even know why I said this, it just must have been the vibes in the air. I was like, yeah, I just spent about $600 on a plane ticket to get here. And he was like, well, you're late. And so anyways, this looks like a scene, this Rainbow Gathering looks like a scene in a movie, in one of those medieval movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people walking around everywhere. And that evening, when people were lined up to eat dinner, there was this one young girl that was about 5 years old, not wearing anything at all on her skin. Not sunglasses, not socks, not underwear, not a single article of clothing or anything. She was not wearing anything at all. She was about 5 years old, butt ass naked in front of everybody. And so I'm still looking around trying to take in the scenery, you know what I'm saying? And I notice this young girl comes up to my right side and places a little book by my right foot called Green Eggs and Ham, and then a little necklace emblem of a dragonfly. And pretty much that was my main experiences of having Titanic-like interactions with pretty much that main girl, which I thought was like trying to seduce me. She could have not. I don't know, but anyways, I'm all walking around after dinner, and I notice there's a teepee, and so I go inside this teepee, and there's like pillows everywhere, mainly around the edge of the teepee, and like blankets, and I go inside the tent and I sit down, and to my left is an average aged woman, about 25, 30, 35, completely topless, has her big boobs showing in front of everybody. Everybody don't even seem to be phased by that, you know what I'm saying? And to the left of her is this one lady about the same age as the previous lady I mentioned, who's all crying, kind of like on that scene of Can't Hardly Wait, where there's a lady all crying and somebody tries to comfort her. There was 2 people or so trying to comfort her, and I noticed that little girl that placed those items beside my feet, because I didn't pick up those items, and then she noticed that, and then she took them back. And so I meet this young girl again, and she's wearing like a skirt, a fuzzy quilt patched up skirt that goes just above her knees, or like just down to her knees or whatever. And I see her off in the distance in the big teepee, and I was like, "Hey, was that you that put those items by my feet? Come over here. What's your name?" And she comes right up in front of me. You know the position women take when they're about to give birth. That's kind of the position she took, like sitting like right in front of me, as she sat more like upright though, you know what I'm saying? So like, instead of her leaning back like this, she was more propped up like that, and she had her legs spread, and I took off my glasses, and I said to her,